home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Utes will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Knocked down behind the line, and this defense trying to shut down the running game and set the tone right out of the gate.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
On the ground, it's Glover. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Looking for more room. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
When you come out and the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence, everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
Got a man. It's Humphries. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Mack. Grab near the marker, it's Duke. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. Caught behind the line. It's a 0. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running to Green. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Bray. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Utes want to crank the tempo.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bray. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that now, this guy's 2nd sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man all alone. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that 1st play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this.
Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
This is why you consistently run the football, a steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Brown wants to pass. A strike downfield. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Utah! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone. There he goes! He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Golden Bear! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Bray. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute over.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
To the ground with the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 5 over Appalachian State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's go. Break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
To the air on second down. He's going for the big play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Now staring at a 3rd down. He wants to change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. We've got a timeout from the kicking team.
Timeout, Cal.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
28, Utah 7.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Gives it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
The Utes looking to convert on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. Nope.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Brown wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Fires to the wideout. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
This time on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Utes come to the line in the hurry up. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback just flat and missed him. Incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. It's Card. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Quick strike complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about...
Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utes! great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Fights off the defender. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
27. Third down coming up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Mack. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. To go back on the attack. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utah! And here they come, almost all the way back. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Is headed back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The run from the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Duke. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Trying to get it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bear!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Brown wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wide receiver, the ball carrier, loses 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route.
White 80, Brooklyn. White 80, red 18. Red 18. Tag. White 18, Rocky switch.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has a back in the offense coming onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rain. Lots of room to run. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. He's looking to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bray. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He wants to throw it again. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Collision at the goal line, but he's in for the touchdown.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touchdown. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Mack. Got the quick pass. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. From the gun, give on the inside.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick release on the RPO. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I think at this point of the game now in the 2nd half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Got his man downfield. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Brown wants to pass. Pulls it in. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
He makes the snap at the 47-yard line.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game.